Right, we're going to start a new video. So we've got Lee Taylor, the man, the myth, the legend. Lee, what's your other title? I just thought we've never given you a title, have we? Are you the erstwhile warden's son?
Sure.
Like Sandra's the erstwhile warden's wife? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, right, right. I can smell yeast brewing. Right, we're at the back of Bateman's Brewery and we're... What time is it? About 6:30, isn't it? Where are we going to, Sandra?
I've forgotten already.
The Duck and Drake in...
The Marsh.
Borough. We said don't say Borough. In Borough-le-Marsh is somewhere where we've not been before, so we're going to get something to eat there. We were going to go to another local pub, and of all things, it's decided not to open tonight, so I don't know what's happened. But one for another time. There's lots of crows crowing, and we'll continue the video off because all being well, we're then going to nip to, what's the other pub in Wainfleet called? The Woolpack. All being well, we're going to nip into the Woolpack when we get back, and then this video will then continue because we're going to be going home in the morning. So I think we need to get this video underway and go and get some food in us bellies. We're going to have Lee.
I'm not sure.
Burger?
Probably.
Chips? Bananas? Apple pies? Anything like that? So we're approximately 10 minutes from our home, or just over 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the campsite. We've never been here before. There's a lodge park. There's somewhere called the Duck and Drake. It's very busy, but we are on half term, aren't we? Let's go and have a little cabbage.
What do you do? Easter holidays.
Well, same thing. Oh no, there's a car coming behind us. You're gonna die. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. What happened there? So you did phone up, didn't you?
I phoned up and said, reserving food and do we need to book? And she said, yes, we're serving food, come on down, you don't need to book.
Heaving, absolutely, completely rammed. There was no room at the inn. So, what are we going to do now? We're going to go and find somewhere else. Lee, fancy a kebab from Wainfleet Takeaway? Oh, golly grief! Right, let's have a think. In the middle of nowhere, the sun has set. We have not eaten. Don't start grinning, Sandra Taylor. Are you laughing as well, Lee? Right, the duck.
Where you're getting your information, Neil, but it all went a bit wrong, didn't it? Well, at least the dog and duck had food. It's just they didn't have any seats.
So then, the original plan was to go to the Barkham Arms. Anyway, so we ended up going all the way to Borough to find that we couldn't get in because it was heaving, absolutely rampant, no seats.
Probably because hardly anywhere is open on a Tuesday night, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So back over Mumby way, everywhere used to be closed on a Monday. So anyway, so we had another option. I thought we'd go to the Barkham Arms, closed on Tuesdays. So after legging it down the lanes, so then we thought we had another plan, didn't we? We thought we would go to Demi's, the other kebab takeaway place we discovered a couple of weeks ago in Wrangle. Fantastic idea. Problem, wasn't there, Sandra?
Not on a Tuesday.
Closed on a Tuesday. So we could have a Chinese from Wainfleet.
Closed on a Tuesday.
Closed on a Tuesday. So where are we going to, Sandra?
Back to the kebab house.
In Wainfleet, where we went last night. I'm not having a kebab, I'm having a burger. Right, so we're now in the middle of nowhere. It's just...
Come on, let's get back.
Back on our way to Wainfleet, so we're going to go and get a nose bag, and get something like that, and then we're going to have a walk back into Wainfleet, all being well. We'll have a couple of beers. You couldn't make... Beautiful moon up above. Beautiful moon. Where's Lee? Did you get out there, Lee? You sneaked out quick. Moon up above, and we're we're eating out tonight, Lee. We're not eating at home, okay? It's a whole new dimension. Not eating at home. The sun has gone down, completely set. Right, let's get some food down us and see how we go. Hello, Adria Caravan. How are you today? Great. It's been a beautiful sunset, hasn't it? Look at that. We could do some silhouetted photos here, Lee. Do you remember? Can you put your hand in the air and open it? Look at that for us. Look, silhouetted. Oh, Tony, how do you hear that? Oh. Right. It's some 2 hours later. Oh my God. Right. We're on the road again. What's going to happen now, Lee, don't you?
What?
So, twice in the last couple of hours, what we've been caught by.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. But what else has happened every time we've come down the bottom of the road here? Twice.
Oh, the tree.
Yeah, shall I give you a clue? How does the level crossing noise go? Beep, 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 beep. That red light's been flashing a lot. Right, as you can see, it's almost 3/4 of a moon. And at the moment, the level crossing is open. Oh, the rooks are very loud. That was a successfully, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Level crossings were open. Oh God. Right, which pub are we going to, Sandra? Sorry?
I'm not going to comment.
Which pub are we going to, Lee? Should we just follow Sandra? Does he stop house again, Lee? Oh. I can hear another owl. Right, Lee. You're going to get home safely all on your own?
Yeah.
You sure? You're going to be alright? Nobody's going to get you or anything?
No.
Right, Sandra, how far have we got to go?
How far?
There's wild animals out there, Lee. We'll see you tomorrow, Lee.
Yeah.
Keep safe. Keep the faith. Right. I can hear an owl hooting. Can you hear the owl? Where is the owl? I'm going to get my torch out. Look for the owl. Our last night walking through the brewery in the evening, going home. Isn't it?
Indeed.
Oh, not far to go. The wind's dropped. I'm sure it's got a little bit warmer. Right, we're almost back at the caravan site. Here we go. I'm keeping away. We've just come across. Hello, little hedgehog. How are you? There's a hedgehog. Hello, hedgehog. Find your way back safely. So you've got a super bright torch. You know, there isn't here. There's no rabbits. Look how bright that is. Right. Almost back. Oh, my camera's not turning off. Let's try again. It's packing up day. So we just cleared the van. Chairs on there. Quilt situation. We explained about that, didn't we? Everything should be away. Alcohol is in the loo with a little wedge on it. And all being well, everything else is down. Towing mirrors are on, and we'll quickly go outside and do some daylight. Where it's a bit cloudier today, isn't it?
It's still a nice day, but not wall-to-wall sunshine like yesterday and the day before.
I've gone on the higher step, so it's still a bit chilly. But we're about to head off home, so we have got a quite a busy day ahead of us back at home, which will probably continue this vlog slightly. But yeah, verdict, staying at Bateman's Brewery in Wainfleet, Sandra.
Yeah, we've had a brilliant time, haven't we? Yeah, really enjoyed it. I suppose this is the only thing just to be aware, as we said before, if you're a very light sleeper, obviously it is a working brewery and they do start early, so just to be aware. But we still slept fine and enjoyed the stay very much.
Yeah, no, so we did cover that. So the only, and it's a nothing, but because the sun's in our faces, isn't it? Because the Sandra says, well, you're on a working site, so it's no different than staying on a farm and complaining about tractors. So you do get some noise from the dray setting up quite early, 7:30 in the morning, I think. I've nodded back off.
You sort of notice it, but I mean, we just fell back to sleep again.
Yeah,
so,
but if you're one of them that likes to moan because there's a bit of noise,
some people are very light sleepers, to be fair.
But that's the only bunk. But it's a beautiful location.
But yeah, it's just so peaceful here, and all the you can hear the bird song, and you're right by the river, and lovely walks. And,
do you remember what we saw on the way back last night?
Yeah.
A hodgehog. So I'm not too sure why he was out. Is that quite early? I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But we have discussed. I'm not going to go into on a previous video.
Driving back, well, when we were looking. Was it when we were looking for food? We passed an owl, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw a barn owl. Sorry, flying by.
Yeah.
So we have sort of on a previous video while we've been here discussed. If you come to a campsite and you're able to get off the campsite, there is so much to see and do here. And if you're in a motorhome and you're grounded because you're in a motorhome, you've got a bus and train literally a 5-minute walk away to get out into other areas. And we'll be out in our van very, very soon. So thank you for watching this phase. We're not going to finish. We'll finish when we get home. We're going to put corner steadies up. Get hitched up. Yeah, wing mirrors are on the car. That's a legal requirement. And all being well, we'll get home safely. We've got a long drive ahead of us. I'm going to be worn out when I get back. Tired, very tired. Back on the drive. Sandra was panicking. She said, "Oh, you're all skew whiff when we're pulling the caravan on." So if you look, it looks like we're skew whiff. If you look at the line of the drive, it doesn't get any more better than that. Right, we're home. So, I think we commented last time. You're coming on the camera? Are you saying that?
I don't know. What are you doing?
So somebody commented on us. Our tyres have not been changed for a number of years, and really every 5 years you do need to change your tyres, even if they look good. And on the tread on the wall there is a date on them, so make sure you do check your tyres. But we will over the coming weeks now be getting the running gear on this serviced. So you
hadn't really moved it for, was it 2 or 3 years in the end, did you?
So it stayed almost stationary for 3 years at the nurseries, apart from moving it from pitch to pitch. That was the only bit it moved, and obviously down here. The corner steadies, again, whatever you do, never put grease or WD-40 or anything like that on your corner steady winders, the screw thread. So there's a special like white grease you can get, which is sort of designed for that. So I do need to brush those off and grease them. They were a bit tight because when the caravan's been stood for so long at the nurseries, when it's raining, the grit's bouncing up and down, which gets into the corner steadies. So just make sure you don't use grease or WD-40. In fact, WD-40 is a water dispellent. It's not really to be used on things like that.
It's not a grease, by the way.
No. But
so the motor mover's got a very stiff as well. Same sort of reason, I'm guessing.
Yeah, motor move. I'm quite happy with that. Anyway, I'll grease that up. But part of the service, the Alco bearings get changed. So this was last done at the end of the season 2020. So it's 5 years ago when it was a Hadrian's Wall. And I'll get the friction pads on the Alco hitch also checked. Those did get changed 5 years ago. So this will get a service. Now we're keeping it and everything. And then the other bizarre thing we both did, being creatures of habit, when we were coming away, we both packed our bags, didn't we?
I still don't have a problem with that because I don't know where my stuff is.
But we've never had a caravan on our drive before. It's always been in storage, or in the case of the nurseries, on a pitch. But now, because we live here, you're able to put all your things straight into the cupboard, providing the lightweight and things like that, and put your bags and even food straight into the fridge. for transportation. So that was interesting. Well, apart from that, yeah, no, that's gone okay, hasn't it? So it's like a bit of a 360-degree turn on the drive, and I was a bit nervous whether I'd be able to do it or not. So because the gobe is there, we had to put it back a couple of feet. But well, apart from that, it's all gone on okay. Easier than putting into.
I believe the previous owners had a caravan as well, so it was probably in the design that you could swing a caravan.
Big motorhome they had as well. They ended up with a motorhome and a rather large motorhome.
Anyway,
so yeah, so it's
not too bad. Yeah.
no, all gone okay. And so just going to unpack now, and as I say, we've got quite a bit to get done in the next couple of hours in the garden. So I make myself another cup of coffee. Oh, I need to put me hitch cover, tow thing on, and me hitch cover on, which are in the caravan. We have a tow ball hitch lock. I need to put a wheel clamp on, and never ever grease your tow bar. Never ever put grease on that. People put grease on them, and not a good idea. Right, just need to get the wheel clamp out, and that's everything locked up for our next adventures. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Are you in the long grass? It's very long grass today, isn't it? How are you? Do you want to give me a chase? How are you? That's you. I'm in the garden. Right, we have got quite a lot of long grass to cut. So so let's put a little cane in there. That's where the area goes. And back lawn hasn't grown too badly. We're going to be cutting the back grass, and these sunflowers need to be potted into bigger pots, and the sunflowers, the next lot of sunflowers that were planted in the conservatory, that's bird feeder out and off the grass up here, and you can see them, they need to be repotted as well. Onions are doing okay, and the front grass, remember where the Adria caravan was? Also going to cut front grass cut, front lawn cuts and things like that. Killer Dave has messaged me, if you've got a Tower air fryer, a lot of them apparently have had a recall due to them potentially catching fire. So if you've got a Tower air fryer, whatever you do, go and check whether your air fryer is under a recall. Right, Sandra's just out at the moment. She's going to get some petrol in her car. She's due for a trip, more on that soon, and she's also going to get some petrol for the lawnmower. So let's get the garage opened up and lawnmower out. And possibly today, I'm not too sure it's going to happen today or not, we're going to be moving Sandra's bench. So those that have been following the vlogs way back to when Sandra came from Manchester to back to live here, that was made to fit there. So we're going to put it back over there. Now we're going to be dealing with the gober, and then the little chest freezer we've got will go here. Then this area here is going to become free space. We have a plan. Will the plan work? Right, let's get the lawnmower out and see if she starts. That's the lawn cut. 1 lawn, 2 lawn, 3 lawns, 4 lawns, 5 lawns, 6, 7, 8 strips of grass we've got. All done and green bin out. Bite to eat. We'll crack on, I think. What's somebody towing a caravan just gone past? Alright, so we're just decanting sunflowers. So just put one there. I'll put this onto a tripod, and you'll see how quickly the roots on the sunflower are getting out of the pots. So you can see here, see how big these are grown now. But if you can see, that's why now we're just very, very gently, not damaging the roots too much. We're just going to repot these. So I've got 9 of these to do, and then I've got, I don't know how many little ones to replant into these ones for the next couple of weeks to go. So yeah, these are growing grand. Right, they're all done. They're all done. And then we're going to get these out. I can't remember what these are now. These are something giants. These are going a bit slow, so we're going to pot some of these, or decant some of these into the bigger pots. And then those, another probably 2 weeks, and they'll be, fingers crossed, ready to go outside. We're still getting possible frosty and freezing cold evenings, so but I can get some of these now off the windowsill in the greenhouse, sorry, the windowsill in the conservatory and into the greenhouse. So sometime later, so I've repotted those, so these are going to go back into the conservatory with a little dome on them. I've separated them. It's quite remarkable how the roots are taking over each other. I've repotted these as individuals. I don't know whether some of these aren't going to take, but obviously I'm not going to give them any supports for a couple of days. I'm just trying to I've missed one. I need to find another plant pot. So you can see the size of the roots on these, so that needs to go into a separate pot. Yeah, I'll give these 24 hours now and just let photosynthesis sort of take over and see how they badger on. Right, let me find another pot and I'll put these on the windowsill, and then we'll see where we are with all the things I'm doing this afternoon. Alright, so decanting inside. So all being well, they'll be come back to life. So that's got to go onto there. I'm going to leave. So I just watered those. I'm going to leave them for another week. That's only a few days. Some of these haven't taken, and I don't think I'm having any luck whatsoever growing strawberries from seed. Failing in an epic way. And these are the onions. So these are going to be going out in another week or so, all being well. Globe red onions. Things are back out in the garden. Right, I'm going to pause for a few minutes on this video, and I think I'm going to end it. There's a bit of all sorts on here. Camping, chasing rainbows, trying to find food, having some beers, packing up, getting home, putting the caravan away, potting, dinner, grass cutting and things like that. Basically, just another day in the life of the Erstwhile Campsite Warden. Keep smiling, look after yourselves, and another video coming up tomorrow.